Hey there, Foxy Gamers! Welcome to this week's Top 10 Roller Coasters from the Planet Coaster Workshop. These are based on many factors including realism, scenery, uniqueness, great in-game stats, and how much I would like to ride them in real life. First off, at number 10 is Eruption. I like the idea of having a coaster going in and out of a volcano, and the turns and loops are very smooth and fun. However, this ride would take up a very large area of your park. Number 9 is Weenie Roaster. I'm not really sure why it was given this name, but the robot dog statue thing is really cool. There isn't a whole lot to the ride itself, but the track is really smooth and polished. Coming in at number 8 is the Holy Diver. This ride looks incredibly fun, like a super fast double black diamond ride you would find at a Six Flags theme park. It has a total of 3 hang drops that heighten the excitement. It gets up to very high speeds, but the giant loops help offset that and contribute some awesome airtime. At number 7 we have Alien. This ride disappointingly doesn't have much theming to do with the name besides the station, but it still looks nice on the outside and the track is interesting and fun. It has a nice variety of twists and turns and it's fairly compact for how long the ride is. Next we have number 6, Alpine Twister. I'm not really a fan of the make-believe box track coasters, but I really like Zaphor's design. The snow and water effects are great, and I love the effort spent on making the cute little wooden bridges line up with the tracks perfectly. The train moves too fast to truly enjoy a lot of the scenery, but this would make a very beautiful addition to your park. Our 5th place coaster unfortunately doesn't have a name, so you'll have to come up with one yourself. I was able to put that aside though, as this is a fantastic rendition of what I consider classic wooden coasters. The track weaves in and out of itself a lot, really amplifying that awesome feeling of flying through the wooden structure. The turns are smooth and interesting, changing directions often to help avoid that nauseous feeling. Coming in strong at number 4 is Dragon's Lair. Its creator did an awesome job of tailoring appropriate sound effects to the ride, and the lighting throughout is well done. I thoroughly enjoyed how much it winds around the castle walls. Number 3 is Tiny Dive Coaster. This is just overall a very well planned and polished ride. Even the aesthetics of the track look great from afar. The speed is very well controlled throughout by the use of large, perfectly banked loops. The train even reaches the platform at a decent deceleration rate. Our runner-up at number 2 is Nymeria. Not only was the scenery designed well with the Game of Thrones in mind, but this is another incredibly fun wooden roller coaster. It's the perfect length for a coaster like this, and it's just plain fun to ride. The only downside is, if you want the scenery to look right, you'll have to sculpt the land around it a bit after placing. It literally took me less than 60 seconds to do this though, so it's not that big of a deal. Before I reveal number 1, here are a few honorable mentions. Alright, so my number 1 favorite coaster of this week is, you guessed it, Space Mountain. I'm sure this comes as no surprise to those of you who regularly peruse the workshop. I like to look for the less popular coasters that deserve attention, but I'd be crazy to not award this first place. This is a ride that you do have to use a map for instead of a blueprint, but it's totally worth it. It's a spectacular recreation on both the inside and the outside, although let's be honest, you're never really able to see the inside of the real Space Mountain anyway. While the original one actually uses a chain lift and this one uses launchers, I think it works out great for the purpose of the game. So what do you think? Do you agree with these selections? I encourage you to subscribe to these coasters in the workshop. The link to the collection is provided below. Some of these are completely underrated and really need your love. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, stay foxy.